Collaboration and assessment, classroom teachers and ELL inclusion support working together. In our advocacy work with ELLs and classroom teachers, we have done some great work in changing mindsets and moving from deficit to asset-based language. When classroom teachers work in collaboration with specialists, we continue to promote the idea that all students are our students. In the past, we tended to take our ELLs out of the classroom and pull out type supports in order to work on language versus content. Now we know that challenging grade level curriculum with language scaffolds is what they need to be focused on. When language and content are woven together and interconnected, the learning increases. Students can work in collaboration with their peers and they focus on interaction and production. When ELs are provided inclusive supports that help them with both content and language, and it is done whole class and whole school with their classmates, every child in every classroom and school benefits. So there isn't a silo anymore. Our support really should be a team approach. ELL, special education, and the classroom teacher working together. We're rewriting this narrative. There's an urgent need for breaking out of isolation and shifting to collaborative planning, teaching, and assessment models. We're all in this together. It's a shared professional responsibility. So as a collaborative team, we set some goals for ourselves. We want to make sure students are learning alongside their peers as much as possible. We know that students need to participate in class discussions and activities for that great peer-to-peer interaction and increased engagement. We want to make sure we have more opportunities for formative assessment and ongoing feedback. Now, when we're working side by side with teachers in classrooms, we can see this. We can trade off doing this together. Through mini lessons and push and supports, incorporated into instruction, we can have that connection with the classroom. By being there, focusing on language, focusing on content, we increase the clarity for all students in the room. There's lots of opportunities for collaboration in this way. Joint planning and curriculum mapping is a great place to start. Planning with ELs in mind from the start. Co-developing instructional material. The ELL specialist, the support specialist, the inclusion specialist can really give that lens on what needs to be scaffolded or adapted for different learners. Collaborative assessment of student work. We all have to do certain assessment pieces for our compliance work, but the best place to find this assessment is in the classroom. Co-teaching, this is the best part. Being able to work together and take on the classroom sometimes is wonderful. This gives the classroom teacher opportunities to assess and observe in many, many different ways. And then based on what you see happening in your classroom, you can work together for joint professional learning. ELL specialists are accountable for yearly assessment to meet compliance, to set up goals for the following year, but the most authentic and natural pieces of assessment are connected to the classroom. Assessment as and for learning is just as important in our decision-making process. Relying on a single summative assessment piece does not give us enough of a picture to create really good goals and support plans. We need to work together on this with the classroom teacher. This is our compass. We're assessing with accuracy, we're getting good data, we're very clear. We do this authentically, and we want the students to be engaged and fulfilled. So what is fair and equitable collaborative assessment? We always stay asset-based. It's about what the students can do. We need a variety of assessment tasks and tools. ELLs are wonderful with portfolio growth. You really get a sense of the huge leaps that they're making with language development and content learning if they have a portfolio. We know that sometimes we need to take our assessment pieces and adapt them to include drawings, charts, reduced text, simple directions, and technology support. Time is something we can always give for ELLs when working on something in the summative assessment way. Conferencing and taking anecdotal notes on progress and challenges to share with the team, very important. And when teacher and specialist is working together in the classroom, they can switch off this responsibility so we can get different takes, different lenses. Co-creating tools, whether it's together as teachers or with the students, is very important. Rubrics, checklists, guidelines, peer reviews, gathering that data, and promoting self-assessment, which is wonderful for language development as well. So remember that you are the strategy, the connections you make, the collaboration, the team approach, it will be felt by the students. Thank you.